Hey guys, welcome back.
And you have been hiding some history.
So I found some stuff out about the Sintra. Turns out it's been hiding something pretty crazy about its past. Welcome to Vlogmas. Now, as you guys know, we just finished rebuilding a Sintra on the channel, and the intentions of this car was to do a quick flip with it. Well, I'm very happy to announce to you guys that it's been on the market for about a week or two now, and it has already sold. However, there is something that this car was hiding from us that I found out about it during the selling process. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So this is the vehicle in question. This is what it looks like now. This is what it looked like when we got it. And let's just say it was a pretty tricky one to complete. I'm not gonna lie, guys. There was a lot of bodywork on this car. Like, it came out absolutely amazing, but there was a lot of bodywork on it, and there were some unexpected damages, like some framework that we had no idea that was there, but we still managed to knock it out with our scheduled time frame, which was completing the car in one video. Still got it done, luckily. However, after I sold the vehicle, guys, I ended up selling the car, and as far as selling the vehicle's price goes and where it's going and everything, there will be a completely different video for all that stuff in the future, hopefully, because as of right now, I don't know if this vehicle is sold currently, because the sale is still technically pending because of this interesting situation. But as far as this story goes here, guys, the vehicle was more or so sold. So I had a buyer for it, and he lives, in a completely different state. So what he wanted to do was he wanted to send the money through an escrow type of company. The way that works is basically he sends the full amount of money, and then the company will call me, tell me, hey, we've received the payment. Now you can get the car shipped. So then once I put the car on a shipping truck, then they get their proof, like a bill of lading or something. I have to supply them with some sort of a documentation providing that the vehicle has been picked up. Once that happens, they get their proof, and the buyer can see that, and then I guess they release the money to me. It's like the escrow company is like a middleman. This would be the buyer, this would be me. Buyer sends the money, I send the car to the buyer, but the documents to the escrow company. The escrow company holds on to both and then releases the money to me, making sure, I guess, everything is safe for me, but also safe for the buyer. So, whichever way he wanted to go about it.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
Guys, it's like super late right now, and I hear a car outside. Strange, don't know why that's there, but yeah, kind of scary. But let's just say if somebody walks in here, he's gonna get some holiday cheer. But here's what happened. After I submitted those documents to this escrow company, everything seemed all good, and it looked like the money was being released and everything. So we had a transporter coming the next morning to come pick up the car and take it away, which is when I was going to film a video. Still haven't gotten able to film that video because it hasn't happened yet, but I got a call early in the morning, guys. And this was probably up there with one of the more, I wouldn't say hectic mornings, but I will definitely say craziest. There were a lot of phone calls made in the span of like an hour. So I got a call early in the morning from the shipping company saying that, hey, we're here to pick up the vehicle in about 25 minutes. We'll be at the location to get it. So then I said, okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and call the escrow company, make sure 100% that the money has been received, because it should have been by now, and I will let you know. I call the escrow company and they say, no, it hasn't been released because we're still waiting for the buyer to sign some documents. I was like, oh, okay, why hasn't he signed some documents yet? And then they said, well, it's because I needed to supply them with one more piece of documentation so that the buyer can sign the rest of his documents. So I said, okay, sure, what's the documentation? They said I didn't supply them with a certificate of repossession. So then I said, well, excuse me, sir, this vehicle was never repossessed, right? Yeah, so basically what it says on the title is the vehicle is owned under a lien company, and they thought that the vehicle still has a lien on it, and I told them it doesn't have a lien. So they said, well, if it doesn't have a lien, then if the previous owner of the Sintra had paid out the vehicle, then the vehicle wouldn't be in the lien company's name. Obviously, it would be in his name. But the vehicle was still in the lien company's name. So either there's outstanding liens on this car that I didn't know of, or the vehicle got repossessed from the previous owner because he did something that he wasn't supposed to do, and the vehicle got taken away, and the car was still in the name of the lien company. Therefore, I would need more documentation. So, two ways to go about this. The first one is either there is some sort of a documentation saying that the vehicle's lien has been paid off, but for some reason the title wasn't transferred, highly unlikely, or the car was repossessed. So, I called the shipping company. I spoke with the actual shipping company driver. I spoke with the dispatch that I contact to come pick up vehicles, and then I had to speak with the dispatch of the delivery driver who's coming to pick up the car. I had to speak to their dispatch too. So I had to speak to 2 different dispatches and 1 delivery driver, as well as the leasing company that the Sentra was leased with, the auction house that I picked the Sentra up from, and the escrow company. It looks something kind of like this. I'm sending the emails out right now. Yeah, hello, shipping company? Yeah, wait, you're here right now? Oh, yeah, titling office. I need a certificate of repossession. Hold on, I'm getting another call. Hello? I'm getting another call on this line. Hello? Wait, I don't even have a third phone. Where's that ringing coming from? Ah! So that was pretty crazy, and by the end of it all, I found out when I picked up the vehicle, there was some documentation that I needed for the car, and the only thing they gave me was a title, which they never give you just a title. They always give you like a bill of sale or some sort of an invoice as well with that, as well as any other documents that the car may take. For some reason, they didn't give me a bill of sale. No matter how many times I asked, they were saying that I don't get a bill of sale or an invoice with the vehicle, which you always do, but it was fine with me because I had one on my phone, so I didn't really care about the invoice that much. But there was other documents that they did not give me that I needed other than the title. That document was the certificate of repossession. I thought this car was purely in an accident, but after I found out that there was some other document that I needed for this car, when I called Copart, I found out that they had scanned in a certificate of repossession for this car alongside the title. For whatever reason, I was not given that piece of paper when I picked up the vehicle. No matter how many times I asked for any other documents that went with this vehicle, because I knew it wasn't just the title, they didn't give it to me. So I had to go back in to go get that certificate of repossession. Here's what that looked like. Hey, I came in last time. I called and I spoke with someone over the phone. There should be a repo certificate for a car in the title office. What is your lot number? Wow, this person has an attitude. Yeah, I remember you. I came in last time and I asked for spare documents for the vehicle, and you said that I couldn't get anything, and you said it was just the title. Like, remember when I asked for the invoice, you said I couldn't get it? No, yeah, you don't get a bill of sale with your car. You don't get an invoice. You don't get any type of proof providing that you legally paid for the vehicle. You don't get that. You don't get that. No, but I did. When I went to the loader, they asked for it, but I just showed it to him on the phone. And then plus there's the certificate right there that I was also needing. Because you guys know more than me which documents go to the vehicle, because you guys have scanned the documents through. It's my first time seeing these documents. Here's your certification. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, so here's what happened with the vehicle and why this got repossessed. And everything kind of makes sense now. The previous owner of this car, he did not have insurance on it. So what he did was he got into an accident. The Sentra actually ended up crashing into another vehicle. So I feel really bad for whoever he hit because this guy didn't have insurance on this car. So what happened was he didn't have insurance on it. The car ended up just, staying with him. He didn't call his insurance or anything. Instead, what he did was he just stopped paying his car payments. The car ends up getting repossessed. I don't think by force or anything like that. I think he voluntarily repossessed it. Obviously, not a good look on him, obviously, because the car is destroyed at that point. So he did provide them with keys and everything, but the vehicle, he didn't have insurance on it. So the vehicle got repossessed, which is why there was a certificate of repossession with the title and why I needed to supply that document with the vehicle to sell it. So I guess that's something new. I've had the Supra, it was repossessed and it had certificate of repossession stapled to it, and I knew that that car got repossessed. This one, I did not know. I thought it was just an accident. It doesn't change anything about the car. It's just a documentation providing that the title is transferable. Without it, the title is not transferable. So you need that to prove that it's transferable. But for some reason, Copart threw away or got rid of, I don't know what they did. They shredded it. I don't know what they did to the original document, but the original repossession certificate was completely gone. Like, they did not have it. They had a copy of it, but obviously this is official. We need official documents. So what we ended up doing is we ended up just getting a copy from them, and they notarized it, basically saying that the original one was there and that they're signing in, like, people at the titling departments, wherever this car's gonna get registered, letting them know that this is now hereby the original copy because the other original one is basically gone. Original copy, wherever it is now, used to be at the facility. They just don't know where it went. I never received it. I got the title with a staple ripped out of it. So it used to be there, but somebody took it out and I knew that, and they just, you know, whoever I was talking with that very day, the first time when we picked it up, they were not giving me other documents other than the title. So that was strange. But got the certificate of repossession, got everything submitted, and everything is now good to go. I found the previous owner, guys, of the Sintra. There's no reason to reach out to him or anything, and I'm not gonna show his home or anything, but I am gonna show you guys a very zoomed in photo I found of the Sintra in his driveway. You can see it right there. I just thought that that was pretty cool to see the car right there like that before the harm that he caused upon that vehicle. But got the car completely fixed, guys, now, and it looks better than when he had it because there was a lot of stuff broken on it that we repaired that wasn't the fault of the accidents. But it looks really good now. And as of right now, the sale is pending on it. It hasn't been sold yet. That was just something pretty crazy. I've never had a vehicle where there is a very important document missing. It was honestly a kind of a stressful situation because nobody actually knew where this document was until I finally found it. But that's the story for today, guys. We bought a car thinking that it was wrecked. Turns out it was repossessed too. So that car has definitely had a rough past, but now it's gonna have an amazing past because the person who currently has the pending sale on it, the car is gonna be going to a very good home. I'll tell you that much right now, guys. We'll save more for future videos. Hopefully the sale gets finalized on the Sintra, and I'll update you guys on that, let you know how much profit the car pulled out. That is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one because I planned a lot of stuff for Vlogmas. Today, I was looking through the list of the videos I have planned, and I picked one, and this is the video I picked out, and I knew that this would happen. There is a lot of unexpected videos popping up that I might have to switch other ones out for because there's some pretty big things happening that might be substituted in for Vlogmas. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, this was kind of like a little car story. Got tons of car stories to share with you guys, a bunch of cool stuff. But if you guys like this video, go down below, hit that like button right there's a shiny red subscribe button that you should click. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on December 6th. Bye!